Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steelers called potential trade suitor for Speedy WR. The Pittsburgh Steelers failed to land Brandon Aiyuk in a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. But that doesn't mean they can't acquire another wideout through a trade early during the 2024 regular season. On September 4, Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox identified New York Giants receiver Darius Slayton a potential target for the Steelers. Knox labeled the Steelers one of two potential suitors for Slayton if he becomes available on the trade market. The Steelers lack a proven number 2 receiver, Knox wrote. Slayton could help fill out a receiver group that consists of Van Jefferson, Scotty Miller, Calvin Austin III and rookie Roman Wilson behind George Pickens. In 17 games last season, Slayton recorded 50 catches for 770 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. During 4 of his 5 NFL seasons, he has reached at least 720 receiving yards. Of the receivers currently on Pittsburgh's roster, only George Pickens had that many yards last year. At the 2019 NFL Combine, Slayton posted a 40-yard dash time of 4.39 seconds. That would have placed him as the 6th fastest receiver at the 2024 NFL Combine. The fit is rather obvious. While Van Jefferson and Scotty Miller have each recorded a 500-yard season in their careers, it's been a few years since either of them produced at that level. Meanwhile, Calvin Austin III has never had that kind of season in the NFL. Roman Wilson, who appears likely to miss Week 1, is entering his rookie campaign. The Steelers could obviously use additional receiver depth, especially in the form of a starting-caliber pass catcher. Slayton has never eclipsed the 800-yard mark. But 700 yards from their WR2 would likely be excellent production for Pittsburgh's offense. That's because the Steelers could have running backs Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren combine for 2,000 yards from scrimmage and tight end Pat Freiermuth surpass his previous career best of 732 yards. With his speed, Slayton is a big play threat. That should be an appealing match with Pickens, who led the NFL with an 18.1 yards per catch average in 2023. Slayton averaged 15.4 yards per reception last season and has posted 15.1 yards per catch in his career. The Athletic's Mike DeFabua tweeted on September 5 that the Steelers' practice report said Wilson was limited in practice on September 4 and 5. For that reason, DeFabua referred to Wilson's playing status for Week 1 versus the Atlanta Falcons as looking unlikely. The Steelers drafted Wilson in the 3rd round of the 2024 NFL Draft. Expectations were high for the Michigan product early this summer, but Wilson missed most of August because of his ankle injury. He now might start the season on the bench. Wilson could still play a significant role for Pittsburgh as a rookie, particularly in the slot. However, missing the preseason and now likely the start of the regular season is difficult for any rookie. All the more reason for the Steelers to pursue trading for a veteran wideout. Slayton's arrival could ensure the team doesn't have to rush Wilson back from injury. It would also give Pittsburgh more depth if another injury occurs to the team's receiver room. As it stands now, the Steelers are not in a position to replace Pickens if he has to miss any regular season games. Knox has connected the Steelers to Slayton multiple times this summer. On September 5, he also called Pittsburgh a potential suitor for Tennessee Titans receiver Treylon Burks. Pittsburgh Steelers Roundup, new trade target emerges, CB open to Pittsburgh reunion. Welcome to Pittsburgh Steelers Roundup, a place where you can get all the links written by PennLive's Pittsburgh Steelers beat reporter Nick Farabaugh from the day before. The Pittsburgh Steelers continue to limp along towards Sunday as they travel to Atlanta to face the Falcons. However, the injuries are starting to rack up for the Steelers, which is a concern for the team just 2 days out from their first game. It does not come from places that are insignificant either. With a thin offensive line, the quarterback position, wide receiver, and even tight end now, the offense is being hit with a disproportional amount of injuries. that was the unit the Steelers worried about from the jump, but now the truth to that is even more so. Steelers host rookie OL Andrew Coker for Thursday workout. The Pittsburgh Steelers worked out OL Andrew Coker Thursday, per NFL insider Aaron Wilson via the league's daily transactions sheet. He also worked out for the Cleveland Browns, per The Wire. Coker, undrafted out of TCU in 2023, started 46 career games for the Horned Frogs. A team captain his final season, he logged time at left and right tackle throughout his career. He brings good size and length, measuring in at 6,067, 315 pounds with 34-inch arms at the 2023 NFL Combine. Here he is going through the wave drill. At Indy, he ran a subpar 5.36 40-yard dash. His other testing was also middling, a 25.5-inch vertical, 7 feet 10 inches broad jump, and 7.95 three-cone time. His testing created a 4.86 RAS and served as one reason he went undrafted. He was one of two touted TCU offensive linemen in this year's draft class, joining LG Brandon Coleman. Coleman heard his name called on draft weekend, a third-round pick of the Washington Commanders. Per NFL.com's Lance Zierlein, Coker brought athleticism but struggled with power, giving him an undrafted grade. He's unable to generate much push as a drive blocker and can be driven back into the pocket by a strong bull rush or a leveraged stab move. He plays with pretty good technique and quality hand usage, but sustaining his block and neutralizing NFL power merchants still needs proof of concept. Coker will face an uphill battle as either a tackle or guard. Coker signed with the Las Vegas Raiders as an undrafted free agent. Carried throughout the summer, he made it through the preseason before being waived at final cutdowns. Per PFF, he logged 35 preseason snaps at right tackle and graded out better in pass protection than run blocking. With rookie OT Troy Fautanu healthy, the Steelers are likely updating their emergency list heading into the regular season. After cutdowns, the team signed versatile OL Doug Nestor to the practice squad. He spent most of his college career at offensive tackle and played right tackle with the Minnesota Vikings this preseason. Per Wilson, Coker was the only player the Steelers worked out today. He may have to wait until injuries pile up around the league to get on someone's practice squad. Pittsburgh will hold a Friday practice and Saturday walkthrough before suiting up for Sunday's regular season opener against the Atlanta Falcons. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Andrew Coker? Leave your opinion in the comments.